here from bakingamoment.com. Summer's coming to a close, and if you're like me and you like to grow herbs and vegetables in your backyard, then you've probably got a ton of basil right now. This basil is not going to make it through the winter, I hate to tell you. So you may as well harvest it all up and find something great to do with it now. One of my favorite ways to preserve the freshness of summer basil is to make a pesto. This is a traditional Italian recipe. It can be used like a sauce or a dip or a spread. It's super quick and easy to make, and it only has a handful of very simple ingredients. The flavor is super summery and basil-y, very herbal and green, but it has this underlying richness from the pine nuts and the olive oil. And I like to add a little bit of lemon just to brighten up the flavors. Gather up all your ingredients. You're gonna need lots of fresh basil, really good quality Parmesan cheese. I like to use Parmigiano Reggiano or Grana Padano. Pine nuts, freshly grated lemon zest, some fresh garlic, olive oil, salt, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. If you toast the nuts beforehand, it really brings out their flavor in the most gorgeous way. Throw them into a dry skillet, toast them over medium heat, just shaking the pan or stirring them around every so often so that they toast evenly. You'll know that your nuts are fully toasted when they become super aromatic. They get a little shiny because their essential oils are coming out, and they give off the most incredible fragrance. Just be careful not to let them burn, because then they'll be bitter. So as soon as you smell that aroma coming up and you see the color getting a little darker and the outside of the nuts getting a little shiny, you know they're good to go. Place the basil, pine nuts, lemon zest, garlic, and crushed red pepper in the bowl of your food processor. If you have a really powerful high-speed blender, that would work really well too. You can also make this in a mortar and pestle, and it'll give you a good arm workout. Process these ingredients together until everything is chopped very, very finely. You almost want it to be like a puree. And as the processor is going, drizzle in the olive oil. This will kind of emulsify everything together, so your pesto comes out with an almost creamy texture. Parmesan cheese. Salt, that's really all there is to it. Place your homemade pesto in an airtight jar. I also like to drizzle a little olive oil over the top just to keep the air out, because fresh basil is notorious for turning color as it sits. So if you limit the exposure to air, then it will stay bright green for much longer. This homemade pesto tastes so summery and green, and that little bit of lemon just lifts the flavors in such a wonderful way. This pesto recipe can be used as a pasta sauce, as a spread for sandwiches or panini, as a dip for fresh veggies, or as a sauce on your homemade pizza. Really, the options are limitless. You're just gonna love being able to experience that fresh, summery flavor, well past basil growing season. I hope this recipe comes in handy for you. I really enjoyed creating it, and it helps me out so much if you click the like button and leave a nice comment. Or share this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. If you're into food like I am, then I hope you'll think about subscribing to the Baking a Moment channel. That way you can be notified every time I come out with a new recipe.